So the static HTML version of this thing, which has no JavaScript, it doesn't work at all. It is totally just a mock-up. Is in a project called Chat Static, which is there on the XTBC 18S2 thing. I'll put a link to this inside the Slack channel. And let's have a look at it. It's on GitHub pages, so we can look. So what opportunities do you see for components? It's helpful when you start out to kind of break it up in your mind into where the components might be as you think about this thing. So some of the advantage of components is that it just breaks code into smaller chunks so that little bits of markup behavior and style can kind of go together. You can get just that part working in isolation without worrying about how it works with everything else. So break it up into little pieces. And then it also helps with reusability because you can sometimes use the same component many times. So what potential components do you see here? Yeah, Alan. The sidebar? Seems good.
The chat window.
The chat window? Seems legit. Yeah?
Message bar.
Message bar, so the form at the bottom? Totally. So like I don't know, when you said chat window, did you mean like the whole right side of the screen?
Where the chat is displayed, not the message bar.
Okay, so like where the actual messages are, right? Okay. Now we could put everything on the right in a single component and then break that down into further components so that the messages are in one and the forms in another. Yeah.
You want to break down your type in a message box and your button to send a message into two components, or should that be one?
That depends on whether one of those things is going to get complicated. Maybe. You certainly could. Especially if you had like multiple buttons that all kind of had similar style, but had different purposes. You can make a reusable button component like that. Yeah. Were you saying something, Tula? Like the user profile? Yep. Totally. Sure. Yeah.
The title that says #general, like at the very top where it says announcements in general chat.
Yeah, so the very top of the chat half with the name of the channel and the description of the channel. Totally. I like it. That's a pretty good start. Could probably break the sidebar into a few more, like the list of channels there or the list of rooms. Cool, but that's a pretty good start. So in the long run, I think we're probably going to have a login screen as well. So at some point, our app component is going to have to decide whether to show the sign-in page or this page. So this whole darn thing should probably be a component as well. So that's where we'll start. We won't make this whole thing the app component because app will need to decide whether to show this or the sign-in page. So we'll make this one another component called main. So that's where we'll start.